Okay, cool. We're recording. All right, guys, thank you for getting on. So I'm sorry about last week. I wanted to tell you guys because a couple of you guys know, and I want to just tell you guys because I don't know what's going to happen over the next couple weeks. And I just want you guys to be aware that if I'm not fully attentive or I don't get to you right away, it has nothing to do with anybody. My dad's cancer came back and he refused treatment. So he's really sick right now. So it's something that is very private within my family. My mom does not want me sharing it on Facebook. So I'm respecting her wishes. And that's why you will not see me talking about it. It's just not something my mom wants me to share. So, but of course with you guys are like family and I want you to know because you're personally in my life and I don't want something, but so that's last Tuesday. Monday, we kind of found out that we were just kind of like, it is what it is. Like, he doesn't want to get treatment. It's growing rapidly. We kind of just have to, go with whatever happens. And the hospice people come in. He's in good spirits, but Tuesday, I just couldn't. I was not at a capacity that I could just sit down and chat for an hour and a half. So that's why I kind of backed out and was just like, you know what, I'm going to step away for a day. So that's where that's at. I will keep you guys posted, obviously, but I just wanted to let you know that because if there's a day that you need me or I have to reschedule one-on-ones, Mondays and Fridays, and the days that I can, I'm spending all my time at my parents'. But I'm taking my laptop, and that's the beauty of this job. I can take my laptop, take Rocco, and we go there and we just spend the day there. So, we're just making the best of it for right now. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So that's where we're at with that. So don't think that it's anything against anybody. It's just I have a lot going on right now. Our house is another war zone because they are building a pool. We're getting landscaping done on top of all of this. So it's just we have a lot going on over here. But I'm here. My business is running. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm making the best of this because, to be honest with you, this right here takes my mind off of all of the things that I have going on. And seeing you guys here just makes me even more excited. So, and putting my all into like what I did today means a lot to me. So, and you guys getting on and spending time, I honestly, that just means the world to me. And I do appreciate you guys so much. So to go into it, I wanted to talk to you guys because I got an email last week, in being invited to an elite push group by corporate members. They were putting on this group, and it's crazy because all year, like Steph and I have been looking for a group like, can we just get a push group like an elite? Because we know we want elite. We know what we need to do to get there. But like somebody has to tell us like where, like, just kind of where we stand. But finally, I got an email from corporate that last week that I was invited to this group because my team and my points and everything, we're on the road to being an elite team this year. So obviously every month I share the numbers with you guys, and we have an amazing ranking. I think last month we were at number 595 out of 400,000 coaches. Like that's amazing. We have 22 points for the year, which is really good. But I wanted to talk to you guys about that because, we can't just say that we want to be an elite team. I love to just say it and it happens. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I made some slides and I want to just like go over them with you. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay. So I don't know if I can do that with the whole screen. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to talk about is how we, as a team, will become an elite team in 2016. And there are 5 little diamonds there because that's what you need to be an elite team, plus the points and all the technicalities. But first and foremost, elite team, like I said, we can't snap our fingers and say we're going to be an elite. And it happens because we all know that's just not how this business works. So, and it cannot happen because of me. My job as a coach and your leader is to be here and guide you guys. And now we're at a point where I have amazing coaches on this team. We have some great coaches and leaders on this team. So I can't get you guys to elite by myself. It has to be a group effort, and it has to be a we effort. So like I said, we do become elite. Well, you know, obviously there's technicalities, and that's what all this stuff is here. Why can I not make this bigger? I don't like that it's not big. Okay, that's a little bit bigger. There's technicalities, there's requirements, but in a nutshell, and if you guys want to look it up, it's FAQ 945, and it'll give you all the information, you know, how it breaks down for elite, and like what you have to, by the end of the year, you have to have 135 points, which in May we have 22 points. And it's based off of, to give you kind of an idea, it's based off of Success Club points from my personally sponsored coaches and your personally sponsored coaches. And it only goes down so far. It's based off of rank advancements, and you get points based off of all that stuff. So you guys can check this out. It's a, you know, big thing. We've talked about it before. Elite it's a huge accomplishment in the Beachbody world. And even though I would be, because I'm the leader and, you know, I'm the one who started Team Royal Dream, but we are a team. And I'm going to be the one who gets recognized as, you know, an elite coach, but you have to think about what we did to get there. We cannot, you know, just me say we're going to be an elite team and I'm going to snap my fingers and 5 diamonds are going to happen. We have to do it as a we and a team together. And we as a team benefit from being an elite team, because I mean, all the elite coaches from 2015, guess what they have in their hands right now? Country Heat. They get, I mean, the perks that they just get for their teams, and, you know, the calls that they get with corporate members, and just the love that Beachbody pours into us as coaches, it's times 10 when you become an elite team. And it's just a big, huge honor as a Beachbody coach and a team to, you know, reach that goal. And it just means that our team as a whole is moving forward. And it's just not me growing a business. You guys are finding success with the coaching opportunity. And that's what it truly means. So in a nutshell, Beachbody, being a Beachbody elite coach means having 5 diamonds or more on your team. So we have one of those. And we're working towards, I know we have some of you guys on here that have their goal in mind, and that's great. So we have talked countless times about getting to diamond. If you want it, that's amazing, but you can't just say that you want diamond. Your actions must match what you want. So if you want to see diamonds, my 3 huge things that I want to touch base on with you guys tonight regarding diamond and getting to diamond are the 4 vital behaviors. There are 4 now. Talking about the business and getting out of your own way. We really do stand in our own way with a lot of things. And if you are doing these 3 things along with leading your team by example, that's what's going to get you to diamond. We get so confused that like we just make this business much harder than it needs to be. Bottom line, you guys, is, and I cringe when I say this sometimes because I feel like people are like, no, it's not. But diamond is not hard. Emerald is absolutely not hard if you want to do that. If that is something you are pushing towards and you want that, it's easy. You know 2 people. Diamond is the same way. I know a girl that became an Emerald coach on April the 14th. Her coach announced her as a diamond last week. So in a matter of 2 weeks, because she signed up and she knew what she wanted and diamond was what she wanted. Her coach said, you know, this is what you need to reach for. And she went after it. So it's not hard. We make it harder than it needs to be because we're afraid and we get in our own way. So I want to talk to you guys about these 3 things. The 4 vital behaviors. There used to be 3. Beachbody has now announced a 4th vital behavior when we were on the cruise. And the fourth one, do not freak out about it. It's not even something that you're probably going to use every single day, which is a little strange that they made it a fourth. But so what are the 3 vital behaviors? 4 vital behaviors now. Invite, invite, invite. And I always get asked, why is it there 3 times? Because you're inviting your followers to join you and, invite them to watch your journey. You are inviting them to a challenge group, and you are inviting them to the coaching opportunity. You're not doing the 3 vital behaviors if you're not doing all 3 of those invitings at some point in time. You need to be proof that the products work. You are here for a reason. You use these products for a reason. I don't care if you take a picture of your shoes and a picture of your DVD. If you're not comfortable with workout selfies or whatever, I have some very shy people on this team, and they post workout videos and post selfies of themselves because they know that that's what people want to see, and they're following, what they see works. So it's okay to not want to post a selfie of yourself if you just want to start out with your workout program and your shoes or whatever, but you need to be sharing with people what you're doing. That's the only way that people are going to know what you're doing, is if you're sharing it with them. And I'm pretty sure you guys were probably attracted to me or your sponsor coach because you've seen what I was doing every single day. If you didn't see me doing workouts and drinking Shakeology and talking about how it helped me, and then I invited you, you would probably be like, yeah, no, I'm not spending that money. If you're like, because what it comes across is you're just trying to sell somebody something, and that's not what we're here for. So 3rd one, personal development. We all know what that means. It is the easiest thing not to do, but it is one of our easiest vital behaviors. I say 10 minutes a day, every day, should be non-negotiable. Whether it be podcast, you're reading 10 pages in a book, you're listening to an audiobook, YouTube videos, or just looking at quotes. Like, you can spend 10 minutes a day on Pinterest looking at quotes that motivate you and inspire you. Believe me, I've done it. So it's little things like that. Again, we overcomplicate things. Do I want you to go on Pinterest every single day and look at quotes to motivate you? No, because what that's going to do is waste a lot of your time. You should put a book in your hand or put an audiobook on your phone and listen to it. That is what I do. And now that I'm home, I do actually read books a lot more because I actually enjoy reading when I have time. But when I worked full time, I stopped listening to the radio on my car. I don't even, still to this day, even if I'm not listening to podcasts or anything in my car, I don't listen to the radio. I just don't, because my time in my car is like my time that I'm like away from everybody and I can just like calm down. So if you have a drive to work, download the Team Beachbody podcast, listen to previous National Wake Up Calls. There's amazing podcasts in your phone. And if you have an iPhone, it's already preset in there that you have podcasts on your phone. So it's not hard to find. 10 minutes a day. I used to drive to work 45 minutes to and 45 minutes home. And I listened to podcasts, books, everything on my way home and to and from work, because it just helped so much, because we give so much in this business that you need to fill yourself back up, or you're going to get like burnt out and just be like, this is crazy. So personal development, like I said, it is the easiest thing to do, but it is the easiest thing not to do. Katie, Steph, and I just had a conversation about that yesterday, how, you can get stuck in all these trainings about, the business or this. You need to find, if you are in a funk or you just feel like, I'm struggling with inviting, find something that helps you invite, a training call. If you're struggling with feeling like you're just down in the dumps and you just suck at this, find something that is going to be like, you're a freaking badass, you are amazing, and you can do this. That's the kind of, you have to find something that fits you, because if you, and Vanessa and I had this conversation last week, if you have a book because somebody told you to read that book, you're not going to read it. You're going to push it to the side and be like, oh, that's just something that I have to do. Now Vanessa has a book, Girl Boss, that she loves, and she's reading her book. So you just have to find what works for you. And recognition is the last and the newest vital behavior they added in there. And honestly, it's just celebrating your coaches, your challengers, and any achievements that, anybody in your challenge groups, your coaches are achieving. I have been making it a point, my coaches who reach success starters, I always shout out my new emeralds, diamonds, and at least twice a month, I make sure that I make a leaderboard, because I love shouting you guys out that reach Success Club and help people, because you're doing things and you're making changes and you deserve to be recognized for that. So Beachbody, it's a huge thing, because I know you guys, because I know when I see my name on a leaderboard, I'm like, oh, look at me. So I know it feels good to see you got your name like kind of up in lights, and it may not mean anything to anybody else but us, but it's nice because you're being recognized for the hard work that you put in all month. So that's just something, and it's something that, shout out your challengers. Ask them before you shout their names out or share anything. But if somebody in your challenge group just says, oh my goodness, I lost 10 pounds. And if you reached out to them and you say, hey, do you mind sharing, or you don't feel comfortable reaching out with them, you can easily post a status and say, love checking in with my challenge groups and hearing that somebody, is down a pant size, somebody lost 10 pounds. You don't have to say their names. You just share what's going on, because it gets people excited that if they're going to join you, this is this kind of stuff that's going to happen, and you're going to shout them out and be excited for them. So it's things like that that will make all the difference for people. And those are the vital behaviors. Bottom line, it comes down to what you want, what are you going to do to get there, and why do you want it? Obviously, this we're talking about diamond. These 4 vital behaviors should be everything that you're doing as a coach every single day anyways, but it's going to be more to you and mean more to you if you are pushing for diamond, because your team is going to see you doing those things. And I will preach it to the day that I am old and gray and not a Beachbody coach anymore. If you are not doing these things, don't you dare ask your team members to do them, because that is not fair. I would never preach this to you guys if I was not doing it every single day. Are there days that I slack in personal development? Some days. But so I understand that, because personal development, I thought Nikki was crazy when she told me to do it. But I know that it works, because I know when I don't do it, I can see a change in the way that I act and the way that my posts come across. So believe me when I say these things Beachbody has done and put into place for a reason. But if you're pushing for diamond, these things mean more than anything, because your team is going to see you doing them. And if your team doesn't see you doing them, why would they want to be pushing forward? Or why, unless they are absolutely gung-ho, they want the business, they're going to do it whether you do it or not. You have to lead them by example. So talking about the business, I know this, believe me, you guys, this was the biggest struggle for me when I started coaching, because I was gung-ho head first. As soon as I started, I was all about Beachbody. But I did not always talk about the coaching opportunity because I was afraid. I got in my own way in a sense. And I just didn't invite people to the coaching opportunity because I didn't think, why would they want to do this? Like, I wanted to do this because I wanted to be into fitness or whatever. It doesn't have to be that for everybody. This is a business opportunity. It is not just about fitness and a shake, and it's a business opportunity. We own a business. And it doesn't always have to be. I wanted to share some examples with you guys. It does not have to be post about join my team. I have this amazing team. You guys should join me. No, it doesn't have to be about that all the time. This first post was a post that I made probably last week or 2 weeks ago. And it just was talking, I posted about how I had a crappy morning. My day didn't go the way that I thought it was. But then I came home and I got this book in the mail from a girl that I did a team call for like 2 months ago. And it was a thank you card and this, little personal development book from her, and telling me that she appreciated me so much for helping her team and being there and talking to her team. And in the same post, I talked about how Steph and I had talked about something and she was there for me. And in that post, I mentioned at the end of that post how without this little coaching thing, I would have never met either of those women who totally turned my day around, because I had a crappy day that day. But I came home to that amazing little, gift in the mail that meant so much to me. Steph was, helped me through something, and it just made my day so much better. It totally turned that day around. But I had to put that in there, that I would have never met those two people that turned my day around if it was not for Beachbody. And I turned that into a post. And it was nothing about like, you need to join our team, we're going to be an elite team. Like, no, it doesn't always have to be that. The second post was a couple weeks ago when we had a team call. I took a screenshot of our screen here, and I just posted about finding your tribe and loving on them hard, and how it was the call that I think we did when we were all talking about our stories. And it was a very emotional call, because everybody started talking about things, and it got me emotional because of talking about my why and why I'm doing this. And it was a great call. And I just talked about that on that post. And it's things like that people are going to see. People are going to relate more to this than you in a graphic saying, join my team, because they don't know what the heck you're talking about. And the last one here is, of course, a picture of me and Rocco. And it just, this is what freedom looks like to me. To say yes, freedom of time, living life on my terms, and laying it with Rocco. And the reason for this post was Brad and I had spoken about staying in Fort Lauderdale for a couple days when we were on the cruise. And we really wanted to do that. And my mom called me and said Rocco was being funny. He wasn't eating for her. And so we had to come home, which we were okay with. But in this post, I shared how great is that I was able to have the freedom of choice to choose to even have that conversation with my husband, that maybe it was a possibility that we could stay for 3 extra days. I would have never had that if it wasn't for Beachbody, ever. I would have had to rush home to be back to work. And, I would have had to call and take more vacation days. It just would have been something that I would have never done. So for me, that's what I shared in that post. And it was just a coaching invite about, and believe me when I say I'm learning this in my training, kids and dogs, if you have them, use them. Because people love anything with Rocco in it. People go berserk over. Like, people just love him. So, and when I post videos of me working out with my niece when she's here, those videos like go crazy. So you just have to find little things that work, and obviously things that relate to people. People love kids and dogs. So it's just simple little things that you kind of just have to step outside the box and think, there is no wrong way to doing this whatsoever. But I get the whole thing of being a little bit nervous to share and inviting people. But believe me, guys, if you're just talking about the coaching opportunity and what it has done for you in your posts daily, you're going to see people want to join you more and want to know about sneak peeks. If you're not inviting to the sneak peek that we have monthly, you're nuts, because that is the littlest thing. It's a free group for 2 hours. All they have to do is come in there, listen to. Do you know how many people that I've invited to those that have not signed up? A lot. But it's still giving them the seed and planting it that they can come and check it out for free to see what it is that we do, because people are nebby and they want to see what the heck it is we do all day. So they check it out, and at least they know what we do. And those are people that I can check in with, and they follow me. But if you're not inviting to those things, you're never going to build your team. So that's where you have to get. So you have to get that mindset of going to just as a coach to being a diamond coach, if that's your goal. Inviting to the coaching opportunity and talking about the coaching opportunity is a must. You have to do it, because nobody is going to know what you're doing as a coach if you're not talking to them about it. Whether it be in your post or invites or just in general. When we go places, Brad tells me to shut up about Beachbody because I love it so much that I talk about it everywhere with everyone. So don't be afraid that you're going to say something wrong or you're going to offend somebody. If you offend somebody, they're probably not somebody you want on your team anyway. So don't worry about those people. Screw them. They'll delete you and they'll block you and you'll move on and they'll move on. It's not the end of the world. It's Facebook. So it's not, going to make or break you if somebody deletes and blocks you off of Facebook. It's happened to me many times, and it's believe me, it's not going to hurt. So lastly, I want to tell you guys, like I said, we talked about personal development. You need to move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you're willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. I am that person when it came to personal development that I was not okay with doing that, because I looked at Nikki like, yeah, I don't need self-help. I'm not doing that, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do it. And when I went to her last February, ready to hand her my Beachbody stuff and say, I'm done with this, she looked at me and said, go grab a personal development book, because I know you're not reading it, and talk to me in a week. And that's what I did. And totally changed everything for me. I found a good book that worked for me, and it literally changed my mind on the business and myself, because I was down on myself. I was comparing myself with people. So you have to be willing to put yourself out there and step outside of your comfort zone, because believe me, I don't think you guys are crazy and you need help. I'm not telling you to read personal development because you're crazy and you need help. I'm telling you to do it because it is going to benefit you, because sometimes this business is going to make you crazy and you might feel like you need help, and personal development is going to be your help. So it's just kind of like your own little therapy, honestly. And there's days, like I said, last week, I dived into so much personal development because I was having the week from hell, and it made things so much better. And it just made all of it a little bit more easy to deal with. So believe me, it's not because you're doing anything or you're crazy and you're nuts and there's all this stuff wrong with you. So as we talk about elite and diamond and goals, you have to be setting smart goals. You cannot tell yourself that you're going to be diamond in 6 days, because I would love to see that happen. But if you're not putting that diamond work in for that to happen. And I wanted you guys to do this because basically, Success Club, I've been using this quote that success leaves clues. And what that means is you're posting, you're sharing, you're inviting, you are just leaving, like we say, planting seeds. You're leaving all these little clues to your followers, to your page and your coaches. And they're not going to see that if you're not doing it. And if you're doing that, you're going to see success from it, because you're doing what you need to be doing. So last month we helped. It was a crappy month, you guys. And believe me, if anybody knows it was a crappy month, it was me. I was pushing hard the last week of the month, and that was like my week from hell. So it was like, at this point, I don't even, if I get 9 and I'm stuck at 9, I'm okay with that. But 12 was my goal. I ended with 11. And it's okay. It was a rough month. We are not the only team that felt that. But again, rough months aren't excuses to say, screw it, I'm just not going to do it. I'll try better next month. Because if you're not pushing to that last hour on the 30th, then you did not try hard enough. Because we helped 21 people in April, which is amazing. 21 people bought challenge packs, changed their lives, and they're in challenge groups, and they're going to rock the crap out of May. This month, because I want you guys to come off of that crappy month, and I want you to have an amazing month, we are going to set a goal that we are going to help as a team 50 people in May, because we have done it before, and I know that we can do it again. We're making excuses for ourselves, and we're not doing what we need to be doing because we feel like, it's not really getting me anywhere. You don't know if it's getting you anywhere if you're not, you don't keep doing it. If you do it for 2 days and it doesn't get you anywhere, well, you gave up on yourself. And if you give up on yourself, people are going to see that you're giving up on yourself, and they're not going to trust you to not give up on them. So I am going to share this in our team page somehow, some way. And I want us to, I'm going to post this picture in there, and I want us to still share our picture, but I want us to also kind of cheer each other along on this picture in the team page, because I want you guys to be checking in there of, hey, I helped this. I want you guys to be setting those goals. And Success Club 5 is amazing, but you guys, you're missing out on so much if you're not pushing for 10, especially if you're an Emerald coach. The leads that you get from Success Club 10 are amazing. Granted, there have been times where some of them have been, oh God, trouble, whatever. But believe me, I make money off of people every week that are leads, because Success Club 10 is non-negotiable for me. Even when it's a rough month, it is non-negotiable for me. I am at 17 months at Success Club 10. And I've had many a rough months, and it's not because I'm successful and I've been doing this for 2 years, because there are coaches that have been doing it for 2 months that have hit Success Club 10, Success Club 15. It's a matter of, when you hit Success Club 5, do you just say, well, I reached my goal, I'm done? I don't do that. Success Club 5 for me is 5 by the 15th, no matter what. And if I don't get it, I do everything in my power to make sure that I get it. It's just a matter of what you want, guys, and what you want to do to get there. So I am making it a goal, and I'm going to push towards that goal. 50 people out of all the working coaches that we have on our team, we can absolutely help 50 people in May. Absolutely. So Success Club, that's how it is. And like I said, guys, non-negotiable. It should be absolutely non-negotiable for everyone. And the other part of, getting to an elite team is rank advancing. And you have to duplicate what you're doing with your team. If you are not duplicating with your team what you're doing, they're not going to know. You guys are reaching goals because I help you. I can only tell you what I did to get here. And I share as much as I can. I pour everything out to you guys because I would never hold anything back. There's no secret to how I got here. I just work my butt off all the time because this is what I want to be doing. And it's totally changed everything for me. So this right here is now our banner on our team page. It's our cover photo. And I want you guys to know this is your success Bible for the remainder of the year. If you are pushing for a goal, pushing for diamond, this is your success Bible, because at the forefront is Success Club. You need to duplicate that. If you are getting Success Club, your coaches are going to get Success Club, and it's just going to go in a back. And if you're not doing it, your coaches aren't going to do it, because they're not seeing you put it, they're not seeing that come out of you and that excitement in you. I'm pretty sure you guys probably think I'm nuts most days for some of the stuff I share on Facebook, but it is what works. I am the most vulnerable person. I posted something on Facebook today that I seen that picture on my phone. I was like, oh, I wanted to slide so badly. But this training that I'm doing is making me really step outside my comfort zone. And as silly as that chubby photo of me that I didn't want to share on Facebook, that is probably the most liked and reached post on my page for probably the last couple months. And it was because I was being real and honest, and I shared with people, because a lot of people look at me and they think she's thin, she works out, they think that I don't know how it is to, have struggles. And believe you me, I wanted to so badly delete that photo, but I posted it in hopes that somebody would relate and that it would help somebody. And that's just what it did. So don't be afraid to share stuff, you guys. I know it's not comfortable. It sucks and it's icky, but if you feel that way about what you're sharing, it's probably a good thing. So if you want, like I said, with the Success Club thing here, if you want to see success, you need to duplicate success. It needs to happen. You need to be teaching your coaches how you got Success Club. You guys see, and I'm as open as it comes. So you see how I'm getting Success Club. It's most of the time, as you get more along the way in your business, and you're consistent every single day, because you can bet your bottom dollar something on my personal page or my fitness page since day one was posted about Beachbody and working out or Shakeology. So I have been consistent for almost next month. Actually, this month is 2 years. I have been consistent for 2 years, and people are noticing it. And when they need something, they reach out to me. And I have a lot of coaches that are friends, and we have mutual friends, but I'm the one they reach out to because I'm the one who's been consistent and that they feel comfortable enough with, because I share everything. Success Club, like I said, is at the forefront to our businesses. Why? Because you help people. Our goal with Success Club, they talked about it on the National Wake Up Call on Monday. We need to stop placing the value on Success Club. Yes, that helps us get places, but Success Club means that you're helping people. And if we have to look at it as the Changing Lives Club, the, people's, whatever we want to look at it as, versus Success Club, so you're not putting points on people. Yes, I know whenever we make Success Club points, we're ranked, we're doing things, and that means we're making money. And yes, but put all of that stuff aside, because if any of that wasn't on the table, I would still do this stuff. I would still do this every day, because it lights a fire in my stomach when people reach out to me and they tell me that I have helped them and I have changed their life. That is the most amazing feeling. And if I didn't get paid to do it and wasn't a coach, I would do it no matter what. And that's what you need to see when you're talking to people, because people can see right through you if they think that you're trying to sell them something and you're putting a value on them and they are that last 2 points from you. People can see it, whether you want to believe it or not. Your tone, the way you come across, it's stressful. It's at the end of the month. You're jamming on your freaking computer because you need to get those last points. It's going to come across people, and they're not going to want to join you. So, you need to find those people, because just like you guys, you became a lover of the product. And when you find people that you help and they become lovers of our products, they turn into amazing coaches. You guys are here for a reason. You decided to coach for a reason, whether it be a discount or you're just here because you love coaching and you want to help people. That's what you need to be sharing with people, and that's how you're going to build a team, because those are the people that you're going to attract. So you need to be being that person that you want to attract, and you have to duplicate that. Success Club is the way that you duplicate it. You're going to have a challenger come on with a challenge pack. They're going to fall in love with being in a challenge group and Beachbody and Shakeology. Then who in the hell wouldn't want a discount on something? They're either going to sign up to be a coach because they want a discount, or they're going to sign up because they love these products and they want to share them with people. You talk to them about that. Those are the people that you want on your team, because they believe and they love our products. So that's what you need to share. And like I said, your Success Bible here that we have, your number one, like I said, smack in the middle of Success Club. And because, guys, it is the most important piece to your puzzle. You have to, don't put a value on people and a number on people. Do not say, I'm just talking to this girl because she's going to be my last 2 points, because she's not going to be your last 2 points if that's the way that you're thinking. You need to have a plan. This is, like I said, you guys, it's at the top of our team page. Read it, save it to your phone, whatever you need to do. You don't have to do exactly this. You need to customize it to you, but have a social media plan and have a strategy for yourself. Posting 3 to 5 times a day. Posting at least once a day about the coaching opportunity. I share at least once a day about how grateful I am, in a sense, to be home. Whether it be in a live video saying it's a Monday afternoon, I'm out on my back patio just chilling here with Rocco, or it's a picture of me and Rocco saying, the other day I posted the stupidest picture of him sleeping and said my assistant was sleeping on the job. But it had nothing to do with coaching, but in a sense it was, because I work from home and people know that. And if people would not know that I work from home and I'm a Beachbody coach that works from home if I didn't share that with them. And post at least once per day about your vital behaviors. You should be posting almost every day about your workout. If you're not, then every other day or every couple days, you should be talking about Shakeology. And if you're reading an amazing book that you got a quote from, share that. Share a picture of you with your book, woven with the quote, close to it. I have done that many of times, talking about my personal development, because people that don't even buy Beachbody off me talk to me about personal development books and what I'm reading and what they think would be a good book. So because I share it. Look at her. So
she like sees you, sorry.
She probably hears me talking like, who is that lady? So you need to make your plan and have your plan. You need also, if you have a success partner, if you're not comfortable doing this with yourself, scroll your page and audit your page. With one scroll of your page, or somebody else should know that you are a Beachbody coach. They should see you, your face. They should be able to know who you are in your pictures. Me, I'm the selfie queen. Like, I just like making faces. I have a dog. Like, people will know that as soon as they come to my page. And they should know that you have something to join within. And I always say a good screen of that is, here's a prime example. I invited a girl to my challenge group last week, and she just messaged me back today. She's a Beachbody coach. I don't invite people that are Beachbody coaches. I don't know that she's a Beachbody coach because there's no way to know that she's a Beachbody coach. And I don't feel stupid about it because she literally has nothing on her page about it. Nothing. And from her message, from what I could read, she's a coach, and she's not just doing it for a discount. She's a coach, and nothing. So for me, how am I supposed to know that? How is anybody supposed to know that? If they go to her page, nobody's going to buy anything from her or join her challenge group because nobody freaking knows. So you have to make sure that people know what you're doing. And guys, it doesn't have to be, if you're sharing your workout, I so many times in my workout posts have said, I didn't want to work out today, but the ladies in my accountability group, pushed me to do it because they're getting their workouts in. If you want to join us on the next one, message me for details. Use your workout post as a plug for your challenge group. It doesn't always have to be a graphic of, my next challenge group, and you don't have to come up with all these crazy names. Like, I am the most lamest person this month. My challenge group is called the Summer Strong Boot Camp. Hello, I stole that for Beachbody, but I don't care because it's a group and they're going to get good content in there. And that's all that matters. It doesn't, but I feel you guys, because I used to do the same things, and I'm telling you these things because I've learned that don't put all this crazy effort into it and drive yourself insane coming up with some catchy name because nobody cares. They don't care. They're just happy to be in a group and a support group and have you there helping them. So do that. Share that with them. And don't think you don't have to make these crazy graphics and do all these crazy things. If you're sharing a post, and don't do it in every workout post. I'm not saying do it in every, sporadically. If you're in the mood, I haven't talked about my challenge group in a while, but I have to share my workout today. Share something about it. Here's my workout. If you want to join us next month, you should join us next month. We have a great group of ladies. It just talk to people like you would talk to them right here on this call. That's all you have to do. Like I said in the one video a while back, you would not go into a coffee shop and meet someone and talk to them and say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. Would you like to buy a challenge pack off me? No, you wouldn't talk to somebody like that. Talk to them how you would talk to your friends. People probably think I'm nuts because I say so with so many O's and all these heys, and that's how I speak. So that's how I talk to people. I flail my hands around and I just jibber jabber, but that's what people like because I talk to them like they're real people. I don't treat them like they're numbers. I don't treat them like they're successful points. That's the way that you have to get with these people, because this, for whatever reason, I'm sure that's pretty much why we have an obesity epidemic. It's a sensitive subject to talk about weight and health, but people don't realize, how important it really is. And we have amazing things to share with people. We just need to share it. So audit your page and ask yourself these daily questions each day. What sets you apart from 400 out of 1,000 Beachbody coaches? What sets you apart from a coach on our team? Me, I'm a crazy dog lady. I share everything. And I'm not afraid to share anything and because I do that, it sets me apart from a lot of people, because a lot of people hold back because they are afraid to share things. What does Beachbody solve for you? What are you here for? What did Beachbody do for you initially? Helped you lose weight. Me, it helped me lose weight, helped me maintain it. And it helped me do a lot of things. You need to figure out what it has done for you, why you are here. Stuff that makes you laugh. You guys, find stupid things. BuzzFeed is like a hoarder for funny things. I have like literally shared the funniest things from BuzzFeed videos and silly articles and things like that. Don't be afraid to share that stuff, because if you got a laugh out of it, somebody else is gonna. I'm constantly sharing Jimmy Fallon videos, and people love those things. And it's just a post because that's my personality. Like, I thought this was funny as hell. I'm going to share it with you because you're probably going to think it's funny as hell. And if you don't, then you're not funny. But whatever, you have to share that kind of stuff with people, because it's not, you have to show them that you're a real person and that you have a personality. You have to show them that, not that, oh, I went to spin class, I went and I did this and I did my workout and I did this and oh, we're having a sale. No, people are going to think you're a Looney Tune if you do that stuff. And they're going to run so far from you that they're not going to be like, you're never going to talk to them, because they're going to be like, oh my God, she's selling everything. So show them that you have a personality. Be you, guys, because people love you and they're your friends on Facebook because they love you and they love seeing the things you do. So share that with them. What makes you feel? What are things that make you feel? I just get, I share honest to goodness things. Like when I'm feeling something or I'm sucking at life, I share that because somebody else is sucking at life and they're going to relate to that. I'm not being hard on myself. Some girl told me the other day that I should stop posting what I post because I'm being too hard on myself. No, I sucked at life in April and I'm being 100% honest with people. You, on the other hand, aren't being honest because she's telling me not to be honest. And I'm not, that's good to be honest with people because somebody else is feeling that same way. Believe me, in the whole world of things, someone is feeling the way that you're feeling today. Share it with them. And what were you looking for when you found Beachbody? Were you just looking for a big group of crazy girls that drink wine on a Tuesday? Were you just looking to lose weight? Were you just joining, the challenge group to get motivation, to keep your workouts? Did you want to try Shakeology? You want a discount? Whatever it is, share that stuff with people, you guys. Because those are going to be the reasons that they join. Everybody has their reasons. Everybody does. They're not going to tell you the real reasons at first of why they can't or want or whatever, but there are reasons. You just have to share those with people and get those reasons from other people out of them and talk to them. Talk to people. That's all this is about, is talking to people. Can you calm yourself? So yeah, that's it. There's nothing, crazy about this. Hold on a minute, guys. Hey, no scratching your eye. He's trying to scratch his eye. Come here. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking and let you guys, come here, buddy. I'm going to let you guys unmute yourselves if you have anything to say, any questions or, anything like that. What's the matter?
Well, I'm going to have questions. My question being is I can promote the business as a discount coach all day, every day, but I cannot promote the business as a financial stability because I actually have only made money off of just a few sales. I don't actually make enough money to pay even monthly for my Shakeology. So how do I go about promoting the business as this great business opportunity when, if it wasn't for Andrew or you telling me to keep doing what I'm doing, I probably would have given up already, just because I tend to give up easy when I don't get to where I want to be in 5 minutes.
Well, I think it's like with anything, and everybody's going to see that. I don't see great, huge, shattering income right now. Believe me, I don't. But it works and it pays my bills. And that's what I share with people. I think Hope and I had talked about this, and I spoke about it on a call one time. I don't know, Vanessa, if you were a coach then, but at one point when I was working full time, I took a picture of my gas tank Okay. It was full. To me, that meant the world because I was that person that put $10 of gas in my gas tank to get me to and from work until paycheck day. And most people are that way. And to be honest with you, most people are going to relate more to something like that, or a picture of your grocery cart and your, $20 of groceries or whatever it is, than they're going to relate to, I made $10,000 in a week. Because people are going to think you're nuts if you say that. It's true, and it can happen in this business. I've seen it happen with people. The potential's there. But that kind of stuff isn't as relatable to people that you're going to be talking to as it sits. They're going to relate more to, I used to live, paycheck to paycheck. I used to only put $10 of gas in my car to get myself to the next paycheck. I filled my gas tank up $40, no questions asked. Didn't take any money out of my own pocket. It came all from a Beachbody paycheck.
Okay.
And you don't have to literally hand them your paycheck and say, here's my Beachbody paycheck. Can you put my gas in my car? Just like I told Hope one day when we were talking, if you made $250 in a month with Beachbody, just, if you want to make a post like that, look in your back office and see what you made. And just say, okay, I made $250 this month with Beachbody. That paid my cell phone bill. It bought me groceries. You may not have went to the store with your Beachbody paycheck and said, I'm going to pay my bill and I'm going to buy my groceries, but you made enough money to cover those if you wanted to use that money for that.
Well, I know I have 2 customers and I just sold a challenge pack. So, and then we have to go to West Palm Beach for my surgery. So I was gonna post that helped me, that will help some pay for our hotel stay for the 4 days we have to be there. So that was a post I was thinking about, but it's not something I get monthly. So I'm just like, if somebody asks me, well, what do you get monthly? $60 a month is all I make. I don't make $250 by any means, but $60 is $60 that I didn't have before, but that still doesn't pay for my Shakeology. So that's where I'm just kind of like, how do I make a post about that when that's not what I'm not making enough to even cover Shako?
Well, it has to be a consistent thing. And I mean, you're sharing it, just share it. You're not lying to people because you did it. It doesn't have to be with anything. It's not going to be like we preach to people and we get mad at people when they say that, oh, that Beachbody thing, that's a pyramid scheme. That's a get rich quick scheme. No, it ain't. I ain't rich.
I'm
So it's not, it couldn't be further from the truth. And that's why I get mad about that stuff, because it's not that. I know, most of you guys on this call know that you have to put work in.
Yeah.
This is a business that is hard, and a lot of people don't last because they don't want to put the work in. And when it gets rough, they step out and they bow out. And you're going to have months that it's in April. Do not chalk April up as anything, because that was
horrible.
It was not a good month. And it wasn't a good month for anyone. We were not alone with that. And there's another thing too that I want to share with you guys that I'm going to share. Yeah, Vanessa, she said, can you share more of just the freedom of being able to be home and spend, and honestly, she can, because
I was going to have to go back to work until surgery, and then I decided to do this instead.
Yeah, and share that with people. Because, I mean, it doesn't have to be this crazy income, because a lot of people, like I said, you guys, they're not going to relate to that. They're going to relate more to somebody just saying, I was going to have to go to a part-time job, but I don't, because I have this to fall back on.
Something that helped me the other day is I actually added a twin mom to my Facebook page, and I was like, hey, do you want to join my May group? And she's like, no, I'm not interested. And I was like, all right. So I left it alone, and then she, I guess, did some Facebook stalking and saw my picture of me and the girls with our story written on it, the one of me that I shared with you. I think I shared on the Team Royal page, not the group, not this page, but the other one. In my sports bra and my underwear, about our journey and our struggle. And she was like, I just want you to know that you inspire me. And now, through her seeing what I've been through, what my girls have been through, she's actually requested to join my May group, and she's wanting samples to buy, and she's possibly going to become a customer now. So I that helped me stay focused. It's just some days are more difficult than others, and April was so difficult.
Yes, it is. And it was tough. And that's, like I said, like I said, don't you guys dare ask your teams to do something you're not willing to do. And that's one of the main reasons I stepped back last week, because I sucked and I was just having a hell of a time. And I didn't want to, first of all, I didn't want to bring that negativity down to you guys. And I wasn't doing what I needed to be doing. So I wasn't going to force you guys to be doing it, because if I was letting something bring me down, I couldn't expect you guys to not have something happen and maybe it be something that's life shattering for you and bring you down. So you just can't ask people to do. There's a lot of coaches that do that and they ride the coattails of their coaches. You will never see me do that because it's not fair and it's not okay. You guys work your butts off and you're here every freaking Tuesday. You show up every day to your businesses. I would never ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do. And I'm not going to tell you that you have to do everything that I do, because I am a lot more comfortable than most people when it comes to sharing certain things. But you have to be vulnerable sometimes.
Your post today inspired me, and I don't struggle with body image. I struggle with my acne, and it's super bad right now, but I have a great selfie camera, so you can never see it in any of my pictures or videos. But in the next couple days, I'm going to take a real raw picture, which is, you can ask anybody, a huge struggle for me, because I want people to see that even though I don't struggle with weight, I have other self-image issues. And through this, it's made me braver to be able to share.
Yeah, because it really is like my cover photo and on my like page says, helping women to discover and become their authentic self, because there's so many women out there that are afraid to be themselves. Like this girl that messaged me and told me not to share because I'm too hard on myself. No, I'm being honest with myself. I sucked in April. I was being honest. It's the truth. And if somebody else is having a rough time, I wasn't being hard on myself in general. I sucked because every day my husband came home to a house full of dirty dishes. Laundry was piled up for 3 weeks, but because I just had a lot more things going on. And I vowed that I wouldn't do that to myself again, because honestly, when I'm like that, things are everywhere. Just stuff is all over the place. My whole life felt like it was in shambles last month, and I didn't like that feeling at all. So for me, sharing that is just saying, it's time for a fresh start. We're moving on.
I think everybody sucked in April. I think April was just a super, super, super hard month.
Yeah.
So here's my question. It's kind of like, I guess this is kind of a group thing. When you, like, normally I think I can come up with some pretty inspirational posts and I can kind of be creative, 80-90% of the time. I'm just having a drought. I went to Erica's page. I was like, I'm stealing this from you because I've got nothing. Like, I'm not even I don't even know what it is. I don't know, because my life is like really busy right now, but I'm not inspired. I cannot come up with any and it's like, I don't want to just post, because people know that too, when you just posting just to get something out there. So if you notice, probably mid-April until now, I haven't really posted the way that I normally do. And it's only because I've got nothing. Like, I don't even know who I am right now. It's like, what makes you laugh? I don't know. What makes you different? I don't know. I'm not. I'm the same as everybody else. And that's just kind of like how I feel. What do you guys
reading personal development?
No. No, not like I should. Well, seriously, no.
I'm telling you.
Because I swear, Jen, I know, I'm not going to sit here and lie, because I'm not a lie, but I feel like I just don't have time. Now, I was pulling up, and maybe I'll get back to that. Like in the morning when I was getting dressed, I would kind of go to, and I was pulling podcasts. And I think I even posted about something, about one of the podcasts that I was listening to. And I was very inspired about it. But it's just like right now.
It'll help you. I promise you that it'll help you. You need to read.
No, I'm not doing personal development.
You need to read a good one. I know that you need to read something that's going to like give you that motivation and give you that, love back for what you do, because the busyness of life and then trying to pour your heart into the business, it will take away from you. And that is what I'm talking about you have to fill your own cup up. If you're not doing it, it is going to show through and through, because you are going to, I will say this, when I don't do personal development, my husband is like this thin for me. I want to rip his head off someday. He drives me crazy. He's the only person that does that, but I can sense when I am very impatient with him, I know that it's because I have a lot going on and I haven't sat down to really hone in and give myself that time. And that's when I see it. And that's when I'm like, girl, you better sit down and read some personal development.
Maybe add like 10 more minutes.
But
Sorry.
yeah, I think personal development, Katie just said the same thing to me the other day, and I gave her a little bit of tough love. She said, I can't find my motivation and I don't know how to motivate my team because I don't have the motivation. I said, Katie spends a lot of time on training calls. Like she does a lot of YouTube training and things like that. And I said, step away from, you already know how to run the business. Find a good book and find a good personal development of something that is telling you that you're amazing and you can do this and life is not as hard as it seems. And, something like that instead of, because I know for myself, if I dive into a lot of the trainings from Lindsay, Matway, Melanie, I start comparing myself and I'm like, I feel inadequate. And that is not what we want you to be doing.
Yeah, suggest one because I started reading Girl Code and it just is not doing it for me right now. I don't think that that's what I need right now. I really, like what you said, I give a lot. Like I really, truly get, because I love, I can do this like all day long. Like I can talk about this business and I give, okay. Hold on, I'm writing it down. Who's it by? I'm sorry, The Go Giver by who?
Bob Berg and John David Mann. But I think if you Google The Go Giver, it'll come up.
Okay. Yeah, because I do need that. My cup is empty. I'm so depleted, and I'm depleted from my personal life. I'm depleted from giving, because it's an amazing thing, but I'm like, I give so much. Like, people inboxing me all day long and I love it. I love it. That's my business and that's what I do. So I know that I'm gaining the followers and people are watching me. And the last post that I did, my transformation post, oh my gosh, that was like the best thing ever. Like that really was pivotal moment for me. But it's like, I feel like I just don't have anything left. Like I have nothing.
And, Amy, AFAB, she was on our call before. She gave me a book and I haven't gotten to it yet, but it's called The Energy Bus. She said there was a girl in our Diamond group that was talking about having a really bad struggle and she was just so unmotivated. She didn't know her team was struggling. And Amy said, go get The Energy Bus now and read it. So those are two books that I would suggest if you're struggling.
I am. I will. I'm probably going to go do that maybe tomorrow since I'm home. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. And honestly, you guys, like I said, don't be afraid to set goals for yourself. We have the potential of coaches that we have on our team is amazing. And I think you guys, I love you all dearly, but I think sometimes you sell yourself short and you are capable of all the things. You just have to know that you're capable of all those things. If you set a goal for Diamond and you didn't reach it, I just told Steph, I said, you know what? I set 3 Diamond goal dates and it was my 3rd one that I finally got to it. And it was okay because it was when I finally decided to put all in and go all in for myself and not really care, that's when I seen a huge shift in my business. And it wasn't until then. Like you just have to get out of your own way with this stuff. Don't be afraid. And if somebody says something mean to you or rude to you or comments something rude on your picture or your video, who cares? They're idiots and they're hiding behind a screen. At least you're putting yourself out there trying to help people. What are they doing? Being a troll on Facebook. So sorry, guys.
Thought about sharing that on Facebook.
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry. Yeah. What's up? I'm sorry.
Have you ever thought about sharing that on Facebook?
What, sharing that I suck at life right now?
Not that you suck, but that you're the struggle. Like, I never would have guessed, unless I was on this team call, that you struggle. Like, you're so positive. I mean, you are one of the coaches that I'm like, God, I want to be like her. Like, I want to have her confidence. I want to have her, I don't know, there's just something about you that when you post, the presence that you bring with you, even through Facebook, is amazing. Like, one day I just want to meet you. Like, that's my goal. I'm going to meet you. I'm hoping next year it's in Punta Cana. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But I mean, I sometimes share my struggle maybe too often, but I don't really care because I want people to know that sometimes we need love back and we need encouragement back because all we do all day is give, give, give and help, help, help. And sometimes we need that back for ourselves. So,
Girl,
I mean,
that's a good post. Don't be surprised if I don't put that out there. That was just a good post right there. I'm
okay. Because, like, I mean, you seem so positive, and so I share. I mean, right now, life is about to get crazy for me in the next month, and it's going to be an emotional ride and just insane, and I'm terrified. But I want people to know that because I'm human, and
Yeah.
I give up alcohol for 6 weeks. I sound like an alcoholic, but this is a big deal. That's like somebody giving up, their favorite chocolate for 6 weeks. That's a big deal for me. And so that will be something I will share.
Yeah, but you don't know. I'm learning so much, you guys, through, and we talked about it on our one call, but through the training that I'm doing, and Dana's in that training as well, sharing your story with people and having them relate to you and what your struggles. Vanessa, you don't even know just what sharing and maybe doing some hashtags of, like, I don't even know, like, Google like some things of like stuff like that, like hashtags that you could, because you don't even know the people that you can attract with that kind of stuff, and sharing your struggles with people, because nobody is perfect. And if you see anybody with a perfect life on Facebook, they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I always said that I would share my life, and I don't think my life is any worse than anybody else's because everybody's struggle is different. Like, I don't know what it's like to watch my dad go through what your dad's going through, or Hope, I don't know what it's like to know people who were shot and killed for their race. But I know what it's like to lose a part of me that makes you feel like a woman, and I'm going to cry about it. And so I want people to know that just because I'm this coach that's thin and I work out, that the struggle's real, because it's something that people need to see. And I like that you share that you are open here, because I think that, well, she seems like she has a great life and nothing. I mean, you share that sometimes you get down, but I think that sharing your struggles so people can feed into you is key, because I need that.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Because I will tell you guys, that post this morning, granted, I have been getting a lot more transparent and real in a different type of way, because I'm running ads for my like page to try and gain followers and do things like that. It's a whole different level, but I'm gaining followers of people who don't know me. So I have to relate to these people on a whole different level, and I have to be real with them. So I'm being real and transparent on a whole different level with people. But the post of me sitting in my closet on, I think it was Sunday, which, by the way, all that shit is still sitting up in that closet, unpacked, still packed, because I didn't do it. I have too much going on, but I posted about it, like, and it was my April thing. Like, I sucked in April, and I'm working on, but guess what? I don't have a sink full of dishes. All of my clothes are washed. My suitcase might be still packed from last month, but that's okay because I'm not wearing those clothes anyways. So it's just things like that people are going to relate to, because these people that are coming to my page now, they have no clue who I am. And they are seeing me as this wacko dog mom who shares her shit. And they are loving it, because when I started this training April 4th, so probably about a month, I had 990 followers on my like page, because I busted my butt to get there. And I boosted a lot of posts and wasted a lot of money. So if you guys have like pages, don't boost your posts. It's a waste of money. I will teach you at some point how to do the right thing with your posts with ads. But I am at 1,310 followers right now. I went up like 250 people, and most of them are people I don't know. So I have to be more transparent. And like that post that I shared of me in my closet the other day saying that I sucked in April, and that one that I shared this morning, I didn't want to share either of those, but they're struggles, and it's my life. And those people need to see that I'm not, that's what you're going to get when you come to my page is I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to see me do crazy workouts. You're going to see a dog. And I have the post that I have been working on for 2 weeks. I have it. I just haven't found the right time to share it. But some girl messaged me 2 weeks ago, and we'll end with this, and said that I was so lucky because I have the perfect marriage and I have the perfect life. And I wanted to just send her all those little crying, laughing like emojis, because that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, and honestly, maybe that's what she sees on the outside looking in, because I'm not going to post on Facebook that I fight with my husband. It's none of anybody's business.
That's right.
But do we struggle? Absolutely. Do not have the perfect life. My husband works his freaking ass off. He hasn't been home since this morning, and he went to work tonight, and he's not going to be home till tomorrow morning. So I have not seen him since 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm not going to see him again until 8 o'clock this morning. So he busts his ass, and we do have a nice life. We do. But that's something that I just have to wrap my head around, being able to share that, because I don't want it to come off wrong, because we are like, we don't have issues, but it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'd be lying if I said my life was perfect. He comes home some days and we scream and yell at each other. Who doesn't do that? We're very passionate about our relationship. So yes, there's some days that I yell at him, and it is what it is, but I need to share that post, because I need to share that that's not, it's not perfect. And I think I found this, I have this really good, I want you guys to see this picture. Well, you're not going to be able to see it, but just a way to share it, because I have to put it out there that I found this quote on Pinterest, and it's a picture of me and Brad in a workout that we did months back in Hammer and Chisel, and he was holding me up and we were kissing, and it says, "A strong marriage requires two people who choose to love each other, even on those days when they struggle to like each other." And I have this post about, and I have it worked up. I haven't found the right time to share it, because I don't have the right words to share it, but it needs to be shared. So it's things like that that has no relevance of Beachbody at all, but I'm going to share it because somebody made it a point to say something to me. And that's something that probably a lot of people struggle with. There might be other people that look at me and think that I have this perfect life and this perfect marriage. Just like Vanessa said, she's always saying she wants to have my stomach, and it was nice for her to see a picture of me with "thanks a lot, but see my rolls." But because they're there, they are there. But people see that, and I want them to know that it's not what you think it is.
I share a post like that too. I said, I've lost 30 pounds and I still got back fat. And I like show an arrow.
Yeah, I mean,
roll on my back. I'm like, what is this? And people like crack up over stuff like that. But it's the truth. I hate it. That's like my nemesis. I'm like, 30 pounds and you still got to roll? Like, what is that? What?
Yeah, I mean, it's life. And you know what? Me and Steph were talking about it yesterday, because we were talking about business, and we said we're never, even as women, we can lose 30 pounds. We can be at our somewhat goal weight. We can fit in a size smaller pair of jeans, and we're still not happy.
I'm in like size smaller jeans and I still got back fat. I'm like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah, you're just never going to be at a point. Nobody is. You're never going to be a point where you are always excited, but other people are going to look at you and think differently. We always think of ourselves much worse than anybody else thinks. I can look in the mirror and see 150 pounds and I know that I'm 125, but most people are like, we're harder on ourselves than we are anybody else is.
Well, I had a lady say to me the other day, I would be ecstatic if I weighed 153 pounds. And I'm sitting here going, I'm stuck at 153 pounds. So, and I'm 65 pounds lighter and I'm still complaining. And I even had a plastic surgeon say, you don't have that much left to lose on your stomach. And I'm still going, are you crazy? Do you see this thing? Because it looks like it's bigger than it is to me, I guess.
Yeah. Again, we're harder on ourselves than anything else. So with that being said, you guys are all amazing, honestly. And like I said, there is amazing potential sitting here in every single one of you guys. You just have to see it in yourselves. Stop being so hard on yourselves. Get the hell out of your own way and just be you, because that's the only person that people are going to fall in love with. I think people think I'm a lunatic some days, but that's okay. It's okay to be a little crazy and have a little fun, because most people take life way too freaking seriously. And it's nice to see someone who doesn't take it so seriously on Facebook. And we are those people. So be that person for someone. And I challenge you guys, like I said, that cover photo is your success Bible for the remainder of the year. What do we need to be an elite team? 5 or more diamonds. And you guys are all possible to do that. Don't give up on yourselves. You guys can all become a diamond coach. It's just a matter of if you want it and what you're willing to do for yourself to get there. Sacrifices have to be made. If it's not watching a TV show, if it's not flipping the radio on, I don't even watch TV. You know what I watch at night? From 12 o'clock at night till when I fall asleep, I watch freaking reruns of Friends. That's what I watch because that's all the time that I give myself to TV. And then I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and freaking SpongeBob SquarePants is on the TV because I fell asleep with the TV on. So it's the life of a Beachbody coach, but you have to be willing to make those sacrifices. And I sacrifice time sometimes with my husband. And, last weekend he went out and had a fire with our friends that are our neighbors. And I said, no, I took 2 days off during the week. Like, I have to sit in here and get some work done. And I get so much work done when he's not here anyway. So I'm like, go drink, have a fire. I'm going to get work done. So you have to be willing to make some sacrifices because just like I posted on the team page today, I think that Gary Vaynerchuk call or recording, it was like a minute recording of him, like he says, if you want to play video games, you want to go have drinks with your buddies, you're not going to be successful because those are things that you can easily sacrifice and say, I'm going to stay home and work. And that's what he did. And that's why he's a freaking multimillionaire. And that's why he's speaking at Beachbody Coach Summit in July. And I cannot even tell you how excited I am to hear him speak. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And if I share a lot more from him, don't be surprised because I freaking love him. And I found his YouTube and I found all of his pages. So if you guys need anything, let me know. Erica, I added you into the social media group today. If anybody else wants in there, you need help, Sarah, I think you added yourself in. Shauna, you are going through new coach camp. You'll do social media after your new coach camp. But even just as a refresher, no. Just let me know. If you guys have new coaches or anybody you want to go through new coach camp, whatever, everything started this yesterday. So we have everything available. But if you guys need anything, you know where to find me. Okay?
All right.
Thanks for getting on. Bye, guys.
See ya.